If you are a lawyer or part of a law firm, having a professional website in 2024 is a must. Having a website isn't just a formality, it's a key way to attract potential clients and show them that you are professional and reliable. In this tutorial, I'll guide you through the process of creating a sleek and professional law firm website quickly, easily, and at almost no cost. We will use WordPress with a free and powerful page builder. No coding or design skill is required. Imagine your law firm's website going live within just 2 to 3 hours. By the end of this video, you'll have a site that not only looks great but also saves you money by doing it yourself. Let's have a quick sneak peek at what we'll be creating together step by step. You'll learn how to create a logo by using a free online tool. How to make this professional homepage with this beautiful banner. Then this brands area, about area, counter section, services area, team section, recent blogs within homepage, then this call to action area, testimonial area, and of course a nicely crafted footer area. I'll show you how to create an amazing about page like this with all these informative sections. It has a pricing page with different plans so clients would get an idea about your charges upfront. Then I'll show you how to write relevant blog posts with categories, featured images, and blog details. Also how to create the blog archive page. And blogs on your website will help you rank on the search engines. Finally, how to create a contact page where you'll have contact details and fully functional contact form. Then this frequently asked questions area. Also you can embed Google Maps within the page. I'll even provide you with all the necessary images and templates so you can follow along with this video step by step. Most interestingly, we'll learn how to make any website 100% responsive for mobile and tablet devices, so there won't be any technical boundaries. Can you believe we'll be doing all of this just by using all free resources? This tutorial is perfect for complete beginners, so if you have never built a website before, you are in the right place. Now let me introduce you to myself first. My name is Taimur Nishad. I'm a professional web developer. Even in the past, I have completed so many freelance WordPress projects for my clients. So basically, you're learning all the best methods and techniques from a real professional web developer. I'm really excited about this. If you are excited too, please give this video a big thumbs up. That's the only thing I ask from you. Other than that, this video is completely free. Just have a look. If you like this video, you can find it easily later in your liked videos on YouTube. Alright, let's dive in. We'll be creating our beautiful website in easy 4 steps. First, I'll show you how to get your own domain name and web hosting. I'll even provide you with a 78% discount link. Next, we'll install WordPress. Then we will install a free page builder called Elementor. Finally, we'll start creating our amazing website step by step. I'll also add a timestamp in the description so you can jump into any part you need at any time. Let's now start with the step number 1, which is to get your domain name and web hosting. So first of all, what is a domain name? Domain name is basically your website address, like Facebook has facebook.com, Amazon has amazon.com, we have jimfahaddigital.com. Similarly, for your website, you need an address that will be your website name.com. And what is web hosting? Web hosting is the storage space for your website. All the images, text you will have in your website, all will be stored on your own web hosting. As you are owning your own web hosting, so there wouldn't be any limitation. You can run ads, you can upload text or images, you can upload any themes or plugins you want. You are in charge of your own website. Now, how to get your own web hosting with a free domain name? So first, just click on the very first link in the description below this video, or you can just go to jimfahaddigital.com/best host. And this will take you to a special discount Hostinger page. So why Hostinger? In my opinion, Hostinger is the most affordable and also the fastest web hosting provider available. Just have a look into their Trustpilot reviews. People are super happy with their hosting speed, affordable pricing, and customer support. Now from here, you can change your language. If you speak Spanish, Portuguese, or Hindi, you can select any language from here. One thing I also want to say is that this page changes quite often. In fact, they probably change it once a month. So if the banner or interface looks different, don't worry, don't panic, this happens quite often. It's the same website. Let's scroll down a bit. You'll find all different plans. By the way, here we can see 3 plans, but sometime you may see 4 plans here. But just don't panic because you can create your website with any of these plans. But as you are starting out, I recommend taking this premium or business plan. With both of these plans, you can create up to 100 websites. For example, today you're creating a portfolio website, tomorrow you want to create a business website, and next week you want to create an e-commerce website, so you don't need to purchase hosting each time. So here, with this premium plan, you'll get 100 GB of SSD storage. With the business plan, you get 200 GB of NVMe storage, and with any of these plans, you'll get all the features like unlimited free SSL, so all of your website would be encrypted and super secure. Unlimited bandwidth, so there wouldn't be any limit how many website visitors you will have. Free email, you can create hundreds of professional email addresses like info@yourwebsite.com or admin@yourwebsite.com like this. Then free domain. Yes, like I said, you'll get a domain name for free. You'll also get tons of WordPress features like free one-click WordPress installation, free website migration, so if you want to move your existing website from another hosting provider to Hostinger, they will transfer it on behalf of you. How cool is that? Now let's talk about the security. Personally, I'm very serious about website security, and Hostinger just nailed it with all of these features like Cloudflare protected name servers, malware scanners, and all of these. I've had very bad experiences with other web hosting providers. We have got so many malware attacks and we had to pay the hosting providers additionally to use their other security tools. But here in the Hostinger, you're getting all of these security tools for free. Now let's select a plan. Like I said, you can take any of this plan based on your needs. For now, I'm taking the premium plan. You can upgrade it later anytime, so click on Add to Cart. Alright, right here, you're going to see different options. Now this is referring how long do you want to host with Hostinger. So we have 1 month, 12 months, 14 months, and then we also have 48 months. First of all, I don't recommend going with the 1 month because it's almost $12 a month, which is super expensive and we don't want that. My recommendation would be go with 48 months. So for the 4 years, you just need to pay $2.99 per month. That will save you $432. And then after those 4 years, you start to pay $7.99 per month, which is still super affordable for a web hosting plan that can hold up to 100 websites. But if you just want to start with 2 years or 1 year, you can click over here. And then in your first year, you just have to pay $3.19 per month, and you're still going to create up to 100 websites. And after that, first year you start to pay $9.99 per month. So the longer the first period, the more discount you will get when you renew your plan. So if you have the budget and you want to get the most discount possible, you can go for the 48 months. And after those 48 months, you start pay around $7.99 per month instead of $9.99 per month. But wait, there is more. If you scroll down here you'll see have a coupon code. And if you fill with my special coupon code JFD10 and then click on the apply, you'll now get a total of 76% discount. Can you believe we are getting a super fast web hosting with the free domain name for the full year only for $34? What an amazing deal, right? So I scroll up again. Here you see pricing is only $2.87 a month for the first 12 months, $2.78 a month per the first 24 months, and $2.69 a month for first 48 months. Now let's scroll down. Put your email here. Make sure you use your best email address because they will create hosting account with this email address. And then let's put a very strong password here. Now you see you can
pay with your credit card, PayPal or Google Pay, or you can even pay using your cryptocurrency. Also, you may see more different local payment options based on your country. So let's just skip this part and scroll down here. And in here, I'm just putting my card informations. Then let's just click on Submit Secure Payment. So from here, you can skip this part. From here, make sure you select WordPress from here. Now, let's click on the Select WordPress button. So here it says create login details for WordPress account. So in order to create an WordPress account, we need to put our email address and password. So my email address is already here, so I'm using this one. And let's put a strong password. I pasted my password. Then let's click on the next. And now it says, what will your website look like? So right now we don't want any theme, so we'll just click on the skip. Here it says, do you want pre-selected plugins for your website? No, I don't want it. So let's click on here. No, I want to select plugins manually, and let's then click on the next. Also, we can just skip this. So in here, it's asking what's your website name. So basically it's referring to choose your domain name. So let's select a name for our site. Let's type JFD Tuts. Once I typed in, you can see on the bottom, it's suggesting the domain with the extension like jfdtuts.in, jfdtuts.me, and jfdtuts.com and more. From here, you can choose any extension you like, but I recommend you to choose the .com because it sounds more professional and legit. So I'm gonna choose the .com and I'm just gonna click next. Here it says where is your target audience. You can just keep this default, which in my case they have selected a data center in the United States, the closest one they have to my country, but in your case it can be a different one. So you can just keep it default or change it from here, or you can just change it later on. So I'm just keeping it as it is and I'm just clicking on the next button. Now it's installing WordPress. We are almost there. Let's just wait a bit. And right now we're at the control panel of the Hostinger. And from here, if we go into the Home tab, you'll see in the account actions, it's saying we have sent a verification email to your Gmail account. So let's check our email. You'll find an email address in your inbox that's called verify your email address. Now from here, we'll just simply click on this verify email. Now it will take you back to the Hostinger cPanel with the email address confirmed. Now from here, I want to get my WordPress. So from the premium web hosting here on this manage button, I'm just gonna click this. Now it will take us to the Hostinger dashboard. Now from here, it says WordPress overview. Let's click that. And then under here, it says admin panel. Let's just click on here. And it will directly take us to the WordPress dashboard.
So finally, we are at our WordPress admin panel, also known as the dashboard. Here I'll make you familiar with every necessary things like post, media, pages, comment appearance and all. But before we start anything, let's clean up our dashboard a bit. Like we can close this welcome pop-up. Then inside dashboard we have these unnecessary widgets. If you want, you can collapse these or close this like this. Or if you want, you can click on this screen options and deselect all of this one by one like this. And our dashboard is looking cleaner, but there is more stuff to clean up. So let's go to this plugins option. In here, we are having a list of plugins which came by default after installing the WordPress. And if you are wondering what is plugin, plugin is an extra tool or extra add-on that extends the functionality of your website. And of course, we need plugins for our website, but not these specific ones. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select all of this like this, and under the bulk action, I'm gonna select this deactive and then click on this apply button. Now all the plugins has been deactivated. Now I'm gonna select everything again, and from the bulk action this time, select the delete and apply. Now this alert is saying, are you sure? Of course we are sure, so okay. And now all the unnecessary plugins is successfully deleted. Great. Now I'm gonna show you how you can change your WordPress password and other basic user informations. So under this user option, click on this profile and we'll be here. In here we can see we have this admin color scheme. You can actually change the whole dashboard color like this, but this doesn't matter that much because only we can see this as we are the admin of this website. So after that we have this language option. We can choose any language from here. You can see we have so many language options here. You can just select anything. I'm gonna keep it site default. Then here we can change the first name and last name. Let's change it. Taimur Nishat. Then we also can set the nickname here, like I'm gonna put Taimur. And here the display name publicly as. If we select this, we can see we are having some variations here. I'm gonna select this full name one. I'm gonna give you a quick example of this. Here we can see this is a post, right? And this is the post author name. In this case, this is Jim Fahad. So the post author set his name to this name. And in our case, we set just this name. So in all of our posts, our name will be exactly the same name. We set it here, alright? Then here, of course, you can change the email address or website address, but I'm not gonna mess with these right now. So let's scroll down and you'll have this set new password. If you click this button, WordPress will suggest a very strong password for you, but of course you can change it to your own password. Like this. Although it's saying medium, but I'm okay with this. So let's scroll down and click on this update profile to save all the changes we have made here. Now let's go ahead and do some other simple settings. Under these settings, let's click on this general. And in here, you can actually change your site title. You can actually name it anything you want. Like this. And your site title here will be instantly changed. And under this tagline, you can actually put some meaningful stuff like best lawyer in California. So this tagline will actually help you rank on the search engines. Then here we have this site icon. Site icon is the icon that appears with the tab alongside the title. So you can change your site icon from here if you want. Now we have all of these options. We also have this date format, time zone settings. You can select anything here based on your location. Then you can select any date or time format in between. So these are all of the basic settings. Now let's save the changes. Now I'm going to show you a very important settings, which is permalink settings. Here under this settings, let's click on this permalinks. Here we can see we are having this permalink structure, this plain. By default, this can be anything like day and name, month and name, anything. But I highly recommend you to choose this post name permalinks because I'll show you a basic example. So this is the difference between plain and post name permalinks. First one is this plain permalinks. Here, as you can see, if you choose this plain one, your website address will look like yourwebsite.com/ a bizarre number like this. And on the other hand, we have this post name permalinks. If you select this, your website address will look like yourwebsitename.com/ a page name like this about us page or a post name. So this is more appealing to look at. It's easy to read and it also helps you rank on the search engines. So make sure you select this post name permalinks. Alright, now let's save the changes. Now at this point, I want to make you familiar with two basic terms. One is the backend or dashboard of your website, and the other one is front end of your website. So right here, all of the things, all of the options, contents you can see is part of your backend or dashboard. And if you want to see your front end website, you can just hover over this site title and click on this visit site. Let's open it on a new tab. And this is your front end website where the whole world can see this portion of your website. Right now it's looking like this, but we can change this to anything we want. So one way of changing your front-end website is using themes. So let's go to our dashboard, and to go to the themes, hover over this appearance and go to themes. And here, as you can see, we're having some themes by default, like 2023, 2022, 2024. And as you can see, this 2024 one is the active theme. This exact theme we can see in our front-end website is running on, right? So for example, if we activate this 2022 one, then go to our front-end website and refresh this, here our whole website look has been changed. So basically you can change your website look and feel using themes, right? And from here, you can also add new themes by clicking on this button or this big button, add new theme. And here in this WordPress store, you will find thousands of themes. You can just search for any theme. You can download any theme from here that you like. So basically, using themes is an option to change your website's look and feel, right? But there is another option to change your website's look and feel, which is using the page builders. And by using page builders, you can build your front-end website from scratch. Like you can get full control over the look and feel of your website. And I'm sure you already know what is the best page builder out there. Yes, it's Elementor Page Builder. So to get the Elementor Page Builder free account, you can go to jimfahaddigital.com, and I'll put this page's link in the description. Now here under this important links, you will find this Get Elementor Free Account. Just click on it. And in here, if you scroll down, you'll see different pricing plans for the Elementor Page Builder Pro version. Although in this tutorial, we're gonna be using Elementor free version, but if you get the Elementor Pro version, you'll get so many advanced features like 86 total pro widgets, advanced animation like motion effects, template library, custom codes and CSS. So on your website for the design, you don't need any other plugins. Elementor Pro version will be enough to build your whole website. So if you want to get the Pro version, you can just select any of these plans. Make sure you read all these features and information about different plans because everyone has different use cases. But here this plan is the popular one. You can create up to 3 websites using this plan. And if you choose the higher pricing plans, you get higher number of websites. All right. Now let's go to this login. Click on this login button and you will see this login page like this. If you don't have any account, you can just click on this, create an account. And from here, you can sign up using with your Google, Facebook or Apple account. And of course you have this continue with email option in here. Just put your email address, a strong password, and click on this create my account. And after you create the account, your Elementor dashboard will look something like this. And if you see this alert, which is verify your email, just click on this resend the verification and complete their procedure to fully activate your Elementor free account. All right, now let's go back to our dashboard. Now, once you get your Elementor free account, you can go to the plugins. And from here, we're having no plugin, but you can click on this add new plugin. And again, from here, you get thousands of plugins to install. So from here, let's search our plugin, which is of course Elementor. And you'll find this Elementor plugin here. As you can see, this is really popular and has good reviews. Just from here, click on this install now. And after getting installed, click on this activate. And after activating, you'll see some onboarding from Elementor like this. You can just click on this cross icon to close the whole thing. And we're at the dashboard again. In here, we can actually remove this notification. All right. So we got this Elementor Page Builder plugin, and we can see this Elementor option in here. And now we're gonna add all the plugin we need for this website. So let's go to the plugins again and add new. This time, let's search Elements Kits, and you'll find this Elements Kit Elementor add-ons by this WP Mate, this author. Just let's install this, then activate this. Now let's go to the new plugins again, and this time search Jeg Elementor. So this is basically another add-on for the Elementor. Let's install it now and activate. And finally, we're gonna add our last plugin, which will be Mate Form. This Mate Form plugin will help us to create a contact form or any kind of form in our website. So let's install this and activate. All right, so finally we have got all the plugins we need for this website. And now we're gonna start creating our nice homepage. So to create the homepage, we have to create the pages, right? So let's go to the pages here. And here we can see we're having some demo page like privacy policy and the sample page. These actually came by default. So for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all of these and select this move to trash and apply. All right, now we're going to add a new page from here. Click on this add new page. And I'm going to rename our page home. Here after typing, just click on this publish. and it says home is now live. So if we go back to our dashboard and go to our front-end website, here we still cannot see our home page, right? Here we can actually see a dummy post, but we don't want that. We want if someone lands on our website address, they should see our home page first, right? So to set the home page, the default page, let's go to the dashboard and under the settings, click on this reading. And here, currently your home page displays your latest post, which is this random default post. But make sure you change it to a static page, this one. And under this home page, select this home that we have just created in the pages, right? And now save the changes. And now if we go to our front-end website and refresh, and now instead of any random post, we can see our home page, which is currently empty. But trust me, we will turn this empty page into a masterpiece. So let's go to the dashboard, and before we start building our website, go to the appearance and under this themes and activate this Hello Elementor theme. Alright, so this Hello Elementor theme is activated. If we refresh our front-end website, we can see currently this is looking like this. But we're gonna now change this page. So let's go to the pages now, and we have created this home. Click on it and click on this edit with Elementor, and this home page will be opened in the Elementor page builder. So here, just close this notification, and here as you can see our home page is loaded into the Elementor page builder. So here the real fun begins. Okay, so here let's get some basic idea that how this page builder works. By the way, this is the Elementor page builder's latest version. And if you don't have the latest version, you can still use the old version. Everything is same, just few layout has been changed like this. But if you want to update, you can just update it for free. Alright, so basically on this left side, this is Elementor page builder's panel. Here we will have all these widgets like this container, heading, image, video, buttons, and all. And if you scroll down, you'll see these pro widgets like portfolio, loop grid, carousel, and many advanced tabs, but these are actually only for Elementor page builder pro version. So you have to get the Elementor pro version to get all these advanced widget. Alright, so as we don't have the pro version, we have to use these basic ones. And now on the right side, we can see this area is the exact replica of our front-end website. And within this beautiful box, we can add new elements or design new things for our website. So let's try some basic widgets. Like here we have this heading. Let's drag and drop this heading inside this box, and this text will be loaded. You can just triple click here to change the text, like any text you can type here, and also you can type the text from this panel like this. Okay, now I have added the text. If we want to style this text, we have to go to this style tab. Under this style tab, we have all these style element like alignment. Using this alignment, we can make this text centered or all the way to the right side. Then we have this text color. Using this, we can obviously change the text color. After that, we have this typography. Using the typography, you can change the text font family. Like if you search any font, you will get it. This Poppins, I typed this Poppins and it just changed to this Poppins font. After that, we have this text size. Using this slider, you can adjust the size of this text. Also, you can just type any value like this. Then we have this font weight. Using this, you can make any font thinner or bolder like this. Higher number is bolder, lower number is thinner. Alright. Then we have this transform here. Using this, you can make your text fully uppercase or fully lowercase or even capitalized. Then we have this line height. Using this line height, you can define any line height like this for any text. Then we have this letter spacing. Using this letter spacing, you can literally add space between each of your letters. Then similarly, we have this word spacing. You can add space between words like this. Alright, so this was the typography, really easy. And if you want to reset this text style, you can just click on here and click on this back to default, and it will be like default text. Now let's try other widgets. So to add new widget, we have to click on this plus icon. Then from here, what we can take, let's take this text editor. Text editor is really similar to the heading widget, but this one is more dedicated to writing bigger text like this. So similarly on the style tab, you can do the same thing with this, change the color or change the typography, everything. Then one more basic thing we have is the button widget. As you can see, this adds a button. You can change the button text from here. Like instead of click here, we can type like read more, and we get this link option. Inside this link, you can put any link you want. For example, I type google.com. So when any user will click on this button, it will take them to this link, which is google.com. Or you can just type anything like KitPapa.com. And if you click this button, it will take you to this KitPapa.com. Alright. Now inside this style, this button is also similar to the other text styles. Like you can edit the typography, position the button, change the text color, change the background color of this button like this. Alright, so this is how you add elements in the Elementor page builder. Now let's say you have some elements and you want to add space between the elements. For example, you want this button, in between this button and this paragraph, you want more space. So for that, let's select this paragraph. And if we go to this advanced tab, and we'll have this margin and padding option. Using these two options, we can add space between elements. For example, let's use this margin. First of all, let's unlink this margin to add different values on the different sides, like top, right, bottom, left. Okay. So let's add some space on the bottom, like 50 pixel. And you can see 50 pixel padding has been added on the bottom of this paragraph. And similarly, if we add 50 pixel on the top, the space will be added on the top. So this padding is really similar, like almost same. If we add 50 on the top or 50 on the bottom, it's adding the same value of spacing on the top and bottom. But of course, there is different use case of this margin and padding. All right. And we'll know everything throughout the process. All right. All right. So this was the basic. Now let me show you some fundamental of website design. It's not only for Elementor page builder, it's for the whole web design field. Okay, so first of all, let's delete all these contents from here. We can just right click on an element and delete. Right click, delete, and this final one, delete. All right, and we have left this container, so delete this. Now first of all, let's click on this plus icon and click on this flex box. Then let's select a structure like the first one, and it adds a basic box like this. And for your better understanding, let's color this box a little bit. So let's go to the style and choose the background type classic and add a random color like blue, but very light. All right, so this is a basic box. Now inside this box, let's add another container. And on this left side, we can adjust the width of this container. So let's select this pixel property. Instead of this percentage, select pixel. And you can adjust it like this or type in a specific value. I'm gonna type like 250 pixel. And I'm gonna also color this box so you can understand everything. Let's color this like simply this black, okay? And of course, we can set any height by using this min height like 100 pixel. So basically, this container, which is this blue one, we can call it parent container. We have this container inside, we can call this child container. Now if we right click on this child container and duplicate, let's duplicate one more time. So right now we are having 3 child container inside this parent container. Now inside this parent container, if we go to the layouts and use this direction to row, we can see it aligned every child side by side like this. But if we select this column, it will place it vertically like this. All right. Also, we have this justify content. Using this, we can make every child container inside centered like this. Then using this align items, we can make every element centered vertically, although we cannot see it right now because let's increase this min height. If we increase this, you can see this is centered vertically as well. But if we select this start, it will place like this. All right. So this is how the parent and child relationship works in the web design. Once you master it, you can literally design anything you want using Elementor Page Builder. Alright, so I think it's enough talking about theoretical stuff and it's time to move to more practical stuff. I believe you got the fundamental or some basic idea of Elementor Page Builder, Now everything I'm gonna be making, you can understand that and make that step by step. Now let's delete these dummy things and let's go ahead and make our homepage from scratch. And by the way, one thing, as you know, this tutorial will be hours long. So if you are ready to invest your next 2 to 3 hours, then you can follow this full tutorial. But let's say all of you don't have such long time, or you are on a rush and you want your website really fast. Instead of watching hours long video, then I have another option for you. You can use ready template on your website from KitPapa.com. Of course, we will create our website step by step from scratch, but the KitPapa.com is for the people who want to create their website seamlessly and also really fast within a few clicks. So here, let me give you a quick tour of KitPapa.com. Here, all of these are perfectly dedicated ready templates for each of the categories. Like you can see, it has almost every type of category you can imagine for websites, like business, agency, portfolio, technology, medical, education, real estate, and many more. So by using these templates, you can not only create website for yourself, but also for your clients within a few clicks. These templates actually made by professionals with years of experience, and you can just make it your own with a really affordable price, like it's only costing $14.99. And if you scroll down, you'll find all the documentation for the template kit, and also you'll find a short video guideline to install the theme on your website. It's like 1-2 minutes. So basically you can get your whole website live within 1 or 2 minutes. Also here you'll see a very interesting thing, which is this live demo. If you click this whole website will be shown in a beautiful iframe where you can check the tablet screen mode or mobile screen, and of course you can visit the live site to experience the whole website live. Alright, so let's go back. So as you can see, the pricing is really affordable. But let's say if you are a freelancer or an agency, you can actually grab their buy all package. With their buy all package, you get the full access of all the template kits they have on the website. And here, as you can see, they have hundreds of premium template kits. And with the buy all package, you also get the future updates from this website. Like if they upload any new template, which they do every week, you instantly get those future templates for you. Using their professional premium kits, you can at least earn $4,000 from your clients by making them websites. And what's the price you have to pay for? Only $49. Currently, it's possible by this limited time lifetime access. So if you want to get their buy all package, I highly recommend you to get through this limited time discounted offer. If you want to get it, just click on this, grab that deal, and you get the super discounted offer right away. Alright, now let's click on this logo. And here, let's search for a template. Type iLaw and search. And you'll find this template. Let's check it out. So this is the template, or this is the website we're gonna be making today in this tutorial. As you can see, this is made super professionally and focused on every pixels. So you can also buy this template. It's only $14.99, and you can just install the whole website on your WordPress just by watching this simple 3 minutes installation guide. But if you want to learn how to make this from scratch step by step with me, then let's go back to our tutorial. So first we have to remove this default text which is coming from the themes, the Hello Elementor theme. So let's click on this page settings, and if you scroll down, you'll find this page layout. Just make it Elementor canvas, and we'll have a fresh and empty page. And now we're gonna start our home page from the banner section. Then after creating every section in the home page, we will add the header and the footer at the end. So before starting on the banner, I'm gonna add some global settings. And after adding some global settings, it will make our creating process very fast and efficient. So let's click on this site settings icon. And we will have many options, but we need to work on 1 or 2 options. Like first, let's click on this global colors. And we can see some default color has been set, like primary, secondary, text, and accent. So based on our website design, we will add our color replacing these default colors. Okay, so in the primary, let's add our own color code, which is DFAE4F, and we will have a orange type of color. Then on the secondary color, let's add 0D1E1E, and we'll have this color. Then after we have this text color in the text, let's type 5F, 5F, 5F. And the last one, the accent, let's make this one 101010. And if you want to add more color preset, you can add it from here. Let's add a new one. I'm gonna call it primary hover. So on the primary hover, we'll have this orange color. Let's copy and paste it here. But this color will be little bit darker like this. So for example, on any buttons hover, we get a darker color of the primary color. Okay. So to be very specific, we'll add a color code which is C09239, this color. Alright, now I'm gonna save the changes. Then let's go back from here, and now let's go to this global fonts. In the global fonts, we can set some fonts in the primary. Let's change the typography. So for the font family, let's search a font called Cormorant, and you'll see this Cormorant Garamond, this one. Select this. Then size, I'm gonna make it 64 pixel. Font weight, keep it 600. Then on this line height, first select this EM property, then type 1.1. Alright, then after primary we have secondary. So for this font, I'm gonna make the same, which is Cormorant Garamond, and this size will be 48 pixel. Then font weight will be 600. Then line height, select the EM and 1.1. Alright, then next we have this text. In here for this text font family, I'm gonna select Work Sans, this font. Then font size 18 pixel. Then line height 1.5 EM. Then finally we have this accent. In the accent, let's select the Work Sans as well, 16 pixel size and 1.5 EM of line height. Alright, so that's it for the global fonts. Let's save the changes and go back from here. Now finally, I'm gonna use one more option, which is this layout. Inside the layout, first of all, make sure you have this width of 1140 pixel. Now we have these gaps, just make the gaps all 0. And that's it, just save the changes. Now we are done with our global settings, so let's close this panel. And now let's start making our banner section with a container inside this box. And we have this layout structure. You can follow this layout structure to follow me step by step. As you can see, I have added this container here, and this container is also visible in this structure. Okay. And now I'm gonna actually rename this container by double clicking it, banner section. Renaming anything does not do anything on your style or element. It's just for yourself to be organized on the making process. Alright. So inside the banner section, first of all, let's make this width 1160 pixel. Then let's make this direction to row. Then let's make this align items stretch. Select this one and make sure you have this gaps 0. Now let's go to the style tab, and under the background type, select this gradient. And we have multi-color option here. So on this first color, select color picker and type 393616. Then on the second color, type 0D1E1E. And on this second color's location, make it 50%. After that, we have this type, gradient type, select it radial, and the position, make it bottom right. And this gradient color, little color, will be glowing on the bottom right of this container. Alright. Now finally, let's go to the advanced tab of this container and scroll down. If you scroll down, you will have this Z index. Just make it 20 pixel. I'll explain what is Z index later in this tutorial because this is not the right time. Alright, so inside this banner container now, I want to add a new container. So drag a container and add it inside this container. And let's rename this container call 1. Then let's make this container's weight 50. And it will take only 50% of space of its parent container, which is banner section. Okay. Now make the justify content center. Then go to the advanced tab and unlink this padding. Then on the top, type 220 pixel, and on the bottom 180 pixel. Then finally on the left, just 10 pixel. Now inside this call container, I want to add another element, which will be this heading. And we'll have heading like this. Let's change our text. So here I'm just gonna paste my text so it will be really fast. Now let's go to the style tab of this text. Here first let's make the alignment left, then text color. I want to make this fully white, so we can make it white like this. Then in the typography, select this primary color, and if we click on this pencil now, we can see already we are having this font family, this text size and everything. So the global setting is already saving our time. Alright, so let's go to the advanced tab, and on the margin let's add some space bottom of this text. So on the bottom we can just type 20 pixel. Alright, now after this heading I want to add a text editor to add some paragraph. So I'm gonna drag and drop it after this heading, and here let's change it to my text. Then let's go to the style tab, make it alignment left. Then let's make the color CB, CB, CB. And we already have the typography set up on the global settings, so no work here. And it's looking good. Now let's go to the advanced and add some margin on link, and on the bottom add 50 pixel. And we can use this width and make it custom, then type 100%. So adding this option will help us in the responsive mode, which we will see next. Okay, so after this text I want to add a button. So let's add this one after this and change the text first. I'm gonna add it here, schedule consultation, and on this link field you can put any link of your page. For example, when anyone clicks on this button, you want to take them to your contact page or your consultation page. You can just put the pages link in here. And because we don't have any pages or that link yet, so I'm gonna leave it blank for now. Alright, so let's go to the style tab, and first let's edit the typography of the button a little bit. Instead of the 16 pixel, make it 20 pixel. It will make the button text bigger. And just on this line height, select this EM and type here 0.95, and we are good with this typography. Then we have this padding on inside the style tab for this button. So unlink the padding and let's add 22, 37, 22 and 37 pixel, and it will make this button size like this. And of course we have to change the text color and the button background. So text color, let's select this as the accent, and background color, on this color let's make it primary, and it will become like this. And finally we have to do one thing. You can see there is a slight roundness around the button, but we don't want that in this particular design. So on this border radius just make it 0, and we will have a really sharp button like this. Okay, now finally I want a hover effect on this button. So switch the tab to the hover right here, and on this background type color select this primary hover. Now if we take our mouse over this button, you can see we're having a nice hover effect. Great. Now let's move on and go to the advanced tab, and under the margin we want a really long margin bottom of this. So on the bottom 100 pixel. Alright, now after this button let's add a new container, and let's rename this container clients, because in this container we will have some pictures of our clients. Alright, so first of all let's make this direction to row, then let's go to the advanced tab and click the padding 0. Now inside this container I want to add this image widget, and from here we have to select the image, and it will open a media library. So here we have to upload our images. By the way, if you want to have all the images I'm gonna be using in this video, you can just go to the jimfahaddigital.com. Page link is in the description, and under this link you will find this link, download the resources I have used in the tutorial. Just click on this link and download the zip file from the Google Drive. Then after extracting the zip file, you will get two folders. One is iLaw templates and one is images. Go to the images and you will get all the images here. So let's go to our Elementor, and in here we can just select all of this image then drag and drop it here. Every images are being uploaded here. Alright, all the images has been uploaded. Now from here, I'm gonna select this image, select here. Now under this image resolution, select this thumbnail. Then let's go to the style tab and make the alignment left, then make the width 100%. Then let's add a border around this image. So let's select the border type to solid and border width 2, then border color. Let's select it from the global color, this secondary color. So this image will have a border around it. You cannot see it properly right now, but you'll see it next. Alright, so we have this border radius. Let's make this 100% and this image will be fully rounded. After that, let's go to the advanced tab and under the margin, let's unlink it. And on the right, type minus 15 pixel. Then we have this width. Select this custom from here. And on the custom width, type 6%. And this image will be this sized. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to select this image from here. Right click, duplicate. Right click and duplicate until you have 4 of them. And now you can see the border around this image nicely separating every image, right? Alright, so let's change the images on the each widgets. So the second one, let's select this one, then the next one, we have this one, then let's select the last one, this one. And right here we have a nice client images, which is adding a depth inside our banner section. Alright, now after this, I want to add another element. So let's go to the widgets and search JKit Fun Fact, this widget, and drag this widget and drop it right after this images. Make sure this is not outside of this client section, which is right now is. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna select this, drag it up and place it here. And now it is side by side to these images, alright, and inside of this client section. So let's select this and first make it alignment left, and we have this title HTML tag, make it the P tag. Then open the content, then open this icon drop down, and from here just remove this icon or select this icon type to none, and this icon will be gone. Now let's change the text of this widget. So open this content, and on this number prefix, which is this $sign, I'm gonna delete this, and on this number I'm gonna type 13, and on this number suffix I'm gonna type K. So this is being 30K in a nice animated way. And we can also change this title under here. So instead of this fun fact, let's type satisfied clients. So basically you are showing you have 30K satisfied clients. And here also we can enable this super, and on the super, for example, we keep this plus. So you are showing like you have 30K plus satisfied clients. Alright, now currently it's looking really bad, so it's time to make it really look good from the style tab. So first of all, under this content, let's open this number typography, and before actually opening this, select this primary. So we have all the presets here, and just on the font size, let's make it 34, and the rest is good here. And of course the color, I want to make it white color, so let's make it white, FFF. Now under the spacing we have this, so let's type 7 here, and on the right spacing let's type -5. After that, let's open this title typography, this one, and first let's select this text, and we'll have this font, then we have this exact size, which is good. Actually here the rest is good, so this is currently looking like this, but just on the color, let's change the color, CB, 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 and it becomes like this. Now finally we have this super. In the super, let's add a color, a separate color to the super, which is this plus. In here, actually let's make it primary. It will be like this. Then on the typography, let's make it bigger. So let's select the secondary color, and on the size, let's make it 34, and it will become like this. Now on the top, let's make this top -3, and let's make this horizontal space to 3, and finally this vertical position to middle, and it will be like this. And now we're done with this styling, but it's collapsing with our images. So let's go to the advanced tab and add some space inside this. So let's use the padding, because I'm gonna use or add space inside this particular widget. So first on the top, let's add -14, then on the bottom -8, and finally on the left, let's add 40 pixel. So let's use this margin. First unlink the margin, then on the top type -14, on the bottom type -8, and on the left type 40 pixel, and it will push itself on the right side. Alright, overall it's looking like this. It's so nice. And now we're actually done with this left part of our banner section, which is all inside this call one. Now I want to work on the right side of this container. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add another container on the right side. So another way to add container is right click on this container and click on this add new container, and it will add a container right after this. So let's rename this container call 2. Alright, so this call 1 is for the left side and call 2 is for the right side. Now let's make the call 2 width 49.666, and it will be like this size. Also, I'm gonna make this justify content to the end. And also let's go to the style tab, and now let's add an image inside this call to container. So let's drag a image widget here, and from here let's choose an image, this one. So it's coming like this right now. So first of all, make sure you select this image resolution to full, and from the style tab, make the width 100%. Then on the advanced, unlink the margin. Then on the bottom, type -20 pixel. So this image will attach to this bottom like this, okay? Then on the left, add -130 pixel, and it will actually expand the image and pull it towards the left side like this. Alright, and with this our banner section is looking really nice, but I want to add some more texture, especially on this right side. So let's open this and select this banner section, then go to style, then scroll down and open this background overlay, and then select this background type and select an image from here. So if you scroll down and look for this image, which looks something like this, the title is like this. So select this one and click on select. Then the pattern will be selected. We cannot see it properly here, but it's there. Now let's position this. First of all, make the position to bottom center. Then make the attachment fixed. Then repeat, no repeat, and display size cover. And now we can see on the right side, we're having a nice pattern. So this is an image we have selected from the library. And finally, I'm gonna edit this opacity to 0.8, so we can actually see it more here. This pattern is adding so much depth into our right side of this container. And overall, our banner section is looking super professional. But one really important thing we have to do is make this banner fully responsive for tablet mode and mobile mode. So currently it's desktop mode. If we check it on the tablet mode, currently it's looking like this. And on the mobile mode, it's looking like this. And we can fix these really easily. So let's open the panel and let's start with the tablet mode. And first, let's select this banner section and let's make the padding. Let's unlink it first, and on the right 20 pixel and the left 20 pixel. Then let's select this call one. Then let's go to the layout of this banner and change the direction to column, and it will place the inner child vertically like this. Alright, now let's grab this call one, and first under the layout, let's select this percentage and make it 100% like this. Now let's go to the advanced and unlink the padding. Top make it 180 pixel, bottom make it 60 pixel. And now let's go to the call to and do the same here. Make the width 100%. Now let's work a little bit on the text because this text are looking really big for this screen. So first of all, let's select this heading under this style tab. We can just decrease the font size a little bit, like 54 pixel. And we can also change the size of this paragraph. In here, let's make it 17 pixel. And also we can do one thing in the advanced tab. We have this custom width already. So select the percentage and make it little smaller like this. So this text will wrap really nicely and it looks good, right? And if you want, of course, you can change the button text size a bit. Like instead of 20, we can make it 18 pixel. And also we can actually decrease the margin from this button bottom like 70 pixel. All right, it looks good. And actually on this call 1, everything is looking perfect. Now let's fix this call 2. So inside the call 2, we only have the image. So let's make this image, make the width 60 pixel. And it will be like this. Then go to the advanced tab and actually remove all the margins like this, and just only on the bottom make it minus 10 pixel. And it will become like this, looking perfect in the tablet mode. Now let's check the mobile mode. In the mobile mode, work is really easy. Just select this call 1, and under the advanced tab we can decrease the padding. We can decrease this padding, so let's unlink the padding. On the top 140 pixel, on the bottom 50 pixel. It will be good. Then let's grab this heading and change the text size to maybe like 44 pixel. And also this paragraph, we can make it 100% again, and also we can decrease the size a little bit. And we're good with this call 1. Then finally with this image, I want to make this image actually big on the mobile screen like this. And our mobile screen is looking perfect. And with this, our banner section is perfectly created. So let's move ahead to the next amazing section. But before that, let's update our Elementor page builder because we don't want to lose anything we have made here, right? So we are saving it for the first time. So it says publish. Click on this publish. Now our work is saved. We have published this design. We can just take a look at it, how it looks right now. So we can click on this preview icon and it will take us to our front-end website, and we can see our front-end website is looking super nice already. We are no longer having white and empty page. Alright, now let's go back and let's move on to our next section. So here, let's add a container, and this section will be our counter section. So let's just rename it counter section. Now let's make it full width. Then direction, let's make it row. Then let's go to the style tab and let's open this border. Then let's select border type to solid, and on the border width, unlink it, and just on the bottom add 1 pixel. And as the border color, let's make it EC, this color. Alright, so currently you cannot see the border, but once we add more item inside this container, we'll be able to see the border. Alright, now inside this, I want to add a widget, which is type client logo, and you will get this one, JKit client logo. Just add it here and we'll have something like this. Now here in the spacing, let's make it 40 pixel, and slide to show, this will be 6 because I want to show 6 pictures at once here. Okay, now because this is a slider, we can actually turn on this autoplay and those images will be auto sliding. Now let's open this logo, and inside this we can see we are having some list of items. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete all of these except the first one, and in the first one let's change the title here to this, and now let's select a logo from our library. So in here let's select this one, this butterfly logo. So currently it's looking like this. We can see it's very small currently, so we can actually change this image resolution to full and it will be like this. Now what I'm gonna do is click add item, and let's add the second logo. We can select this one, then let's add more, this one, So I'm gonna actually quickly add all of my logos here because it's so many and I don't wanna waste your time. Alright, so I have added all the images here and it's currently looking like this. And on here in this list, if you want, you can change the title, but it's really not important because we are adding the logo here. We cannot see the titles here, right? Alright, so let's go to the style tab and make some style on it. So first here, let's open this logo, and on this normal margin, let's make it 30 pixel. And then scroll down and we will have this normal opacity. Let's make it 60 pixel and it will have a faded color like this, but if you hover on the logo, it will show the original color like this. Great. So basically we are done with this section on the desktop mode because it was really easy and fast. So we just have to make it fully responsive now. So let's check on the tablet mode. This is how it looks, but we have to change it. Let's go to the content first, and instead of this spacing 40, let's make it 20. And slide to show, this is currently 6, which is showing 6 images at once. We can make it 4. And it's looking like this. And one more thing we can do is we can go to style, and inside the logo, instead of this 30 pixel margin, we can make it 20 pixel. And it's looking really good in the tablet mode. Now let's check the mobile mode. And in here, let's select the image and let's go to the content and make this spacing even more less, and then slide to show, you can show 2 of them and it will look like this. Great. So we are even perfect in the mobile mode. Alright, now let's close this responsive mode and go back to desktop. So you can see we are done with this client section, which is looking really nice. And as you can see right now, we're having a nice border under this counter section. And by the way, this is not counter section, this will be like a client section. So let's rename this back to clients. Alright, now let's move on to our next section. So let's add a new container here, and this will be our about section. So about section. Alright, now let's make this width 1160 pixel. Then let's make the direction to row and align items stretch, then gaps 10 pixel. Then let's go to the advanced and make the padding 100 pixel, then on the bottom 40 pixel. And then inside the about, let's add a new container and let's rename this container call1, and let's make the call1 with 50%. Then make the justify content end and gaps 0. Now inside, let's add an image. Let's insert or choose an image. If you scroll down, you will find this image, this statue image. Select this and select the image resolution to full. Now let's go to the style and let's make the width 65%. Then let's go to the advanced and I'll link the margin. On the bottom, type -20 pixel, and on the left, -20 pixel. Alright, so we're done with this call1. Now let's add another container by clicking add new container, and this will be obviously call2 right after call1, and this one as well will be 50%. And this one, let's make it justify content center, and under the advanced, let's make the margin 50 pixel on the left. Alright, now inside this, let's add a heading widget, and let's change the text here to this. Let's go to the style, make it align left, then text color, I want to make it secondary, and then typography, select secondary. Now after this heading, I want to add a text editor widget, this one here, and let's change this. Let's go to the style and alignment left, then text color, select it text, and typography also text. You see the global settings has made everything easy for us. We have to just select the property in the global, and sometimes we have to change some minor thing manually, right? Alright, now let's go to advanced and unlink the margin and leave some space like 20 on the bottom. Then let's use this width and select this custom, and in the custom width, let's type 92%. Now after this text, I want to add a container like right after this. Let's make this direction to row and align stretch. Then go to advanced tab and let's add some margin on the bottom, 50 pixel, and padding leave it 0. Now inside this, let's add another container. By the way, I'm gonna put this structure here so we can focus on this right side, and at the same time you can follow it from here. So this container, I'm gonna actually make it shorter, like name it shorter cont, so it will be easier for you to follow with different names. So on this cont, let's make it 50% of width. Now let's go to the advanced and make the padding 0. Now inside this, I want to add a widget which will be icon list, and add this icon list here, and we will have some items like this. So I want to delete every item except for the first one, and let's change the text here to trusted. Now let's close this and duplicate it 2 times. Now let's change the second one to certified, and the third one experienced. So we have trusted, certified, experienced, all tick marked. Great. Now let's go to the style tab, and we have this space between. Let's make it 10 pixel. Then let's open this icon drop down and make sure you select the color to primary of this like icon color. Then we can make this icon size to 15. Then these gaps, let's make it 8 pixel. Now let's open this text drop down and let's work on the typography. So first of all, select this text. It's actually by default looking great, and keep this color secondary. Now let's go to the advanced and make this width to this full width 100%. Alright, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close this cont container, right click it and duplicate this. So we will have the exact same container on the right side. And now I'm gonna quickly change all of this text. Alright, I have changed all of this. It's looking great. Now after this, I want to add a button. So let's add it here. First add it here and make sure this button is outside of this container. Currently it's inside this container because of how I dragged and drop. So we can just readjust the structure in here. Just drag the button up like this outside of this container, and then select this container and drag it up before this button. And it will be like this. Button will be right after this container. Alright, now let's select this button and change the text to about us, and we can actually put this link to our about section, and here we can put our about page link later because we don't have any about page right now. So let's move on to the style, and first of all let's select the typography to text, and in this typography we have to tweak a little bit, just this line height, make it 1.1, and then make the text color to secondary and background color to primary. And of course we can add the hover effect on this background color to this primary hover, and we will have a nice hover effect. But I feel like we have to make this text width 500, which is looking good. Alright, now let's scroll down and make this border radius 0. And then padding, I'm gonna put 20, 35, 20, and 35 pixel. Great. Now we are done with our about section and it's looking really nice. Now it's time to make it fully responsive. So first on the tab, it's looking like this, but let's select the image first and let's drag it here, and under this style let's make the image size to 70%. Then go to the advanced and unlink the margin. Then on the right side type -40 pixel, and on the bottom -14 pixel. Then let's select this call to container, and instead of this margin 50 on the left, just make it 20. Then we can work on this typography and text. So in the typography, let's select the size like 40 pixel is looking good. Then this paragraph, we can make it a little bit smaller like 17 pixel. And of course we can go to the advanced and make this full width right now. Then we can select these icon list. In the style we have text. In the text typography, let's make it 17 pixel. I want the same on this one. So in the text typography, 17 pixel. And finally this button, we can make this a little bit smaller like 17, and it's looking perfect in the tablet mode. Alright, now let's check the mobile mode. In here everything is by default looking great, but we can still do something like on this heading. We can make it 34. Then on this paragraph we can make it like 16 pixel. And in here, as you can see, this is currently aligned vertically. We have to add some space in between these two elements. So select this container, and under the advanced and on the margin, unlink it. On the bottom, just add 10 pixel and it will be good. And on the mobile mode, I feel like we have to add some space after this heading. So we can use the margin and add like 10 pixel, and it's looking really nice. So in the mobile mode, everything is looking perfect. So we can say we have done creating our nice about section. And next we'll be creating our nice counter section. I'm gonna actually make it shorter, like name it shorter cont, so it will be easier for you to follow with different names. So on this cont, let's make it 50% of width. Now let's go to the advanced and make the padding 0. Now inside this, I want to add a widget which will be icon list, and add this icon list here. And we'll have some items like this. So I want to delete every item except for the first one, and let's change the text here to trusted. Now let's close this and duplicate it 2 times. Now let's change the second one to certified, and the third one experienced. So we have trusted, certified, experienced, all tick marked. Great. Now let's go to the style tab, and we have this space between. Let's make it 10 pixel. Then let's open this icon drop down and make sure you select the color to primary of this like icon color. Then we can make this icon size to 15. Then these gaps, let's make it 8 pixel. Now let's open this text drop down and let's work on the typography. So first of all, select this text. It's actually by default looking great, and keep this color secondary. Now let's go to the advanced and make this width to this full width 100%. Alright, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close this container, right click it and duplicate this. So we will have the exact same container on the right side. And now I'm gonna quickly change all of this text. Alright, I have changed all of this. It's looking great. Now after this, I want to add a button. So let's add it here. First add it here and make sure this button is outside of this container. Currently it's inside this container because of how I dragged and drop. So we can just readjust the structure in here. Just drag the button up like this outside of this container, and then select this container and drag it up before this button. And it will be like this. Button will be right after this container. Alright, now let's select this button and change the text to about us, and we can actually put this link to our about section, and here we can put our about page link later because we don't have any about page right now. So let's move on to the style, and first of all let's select the typography to text, and in this typography we have to tweak a little bit, just this line height, make it 1.1, and then make the text color to secondary and background color to primary. And of course we can add the hover effect on this background color to this primary hover, and we'll have a nice hover effect. But I feel like we have to make this text width 500, which is looking good. Alright, now let's scroll down and make this border radius 0. Then padding, I'm gonna put 20, 35, 20 and 35 pixel. Great. Now we are done with our about section and it's looking really nice. Now it's time to make it fully responsive. So first on the tab, it's looking like this, but let's select the image first and let's drag it here. And under this style, let's make the image size to 70%. Then go to the advanced and unlink the margin. Then on the right side, type -40 pixel, and on the bottom, -14 pixel. Then let's select this call to container, and instead of this margin 50 on the left, just make it 20. Then we can work on this typography and text. So in the typography, let's select the size, like 40 pixel is looking good. Then this paragraph, we can make it a little bit smaller, like 17 pixel. And of course we can go to the advanced and make this full width right now. Then we can select these icon list. In the style we have text. In the text typography, let's make it 17 pixel. I want the same on this one. So in the text typography, 70 pixel. And finally this button, we can make this a little bit smaller, like 17, and it's looking perfect in the tablet mode. Alright, now let's check the mobile mode. In here everything is by default looking great, but we can still do something like on this heading, we can make it 34. Then on this paragraph we can make it like 16 pixel. And in here, as you can see, this is currently aligned vertically. We have to add some space in between these two elements. So select this container, and under the advanced and on the margin, unlink it. On the bottom, just add 10 pixel and it will be good. And on the mobile mode, I feel like we have to add some space after this heading. So we can use the margin and add like 10 pixel, and it's looking really nice. So in the mobile mode, everything is looking perfect. So we can say we have done creating our nice about section. And next we'll be creating our nice counter section. Alright, so let's take a container and rename this one counter section. Then let's make this width 1116. Then let's make this direction to row and align stretch. Then gaps, let's make it 10 pixel. Then let's go to the advanced and on the padding, unlink it. 30 on the top, 100 pixel on the bottom. Alright, now inside this container, let's add a widget. Again, let's search fun fact and add it here. And as you know, we're gonna have this widget which counts upwards. Now let's change the title HTML to p tag. Then let's open the icon and make it none. So the icon will be gone. Now let's open the content, and on the number prefix, remove this dollar and let's type 59. And on the number suffix, remove it, make it empty. Then on the title, let's make this text. And now I want to enable the super. And here for some reason it's not updating the widget here after changing all this. So if it happens to you, just click on this apply button. And it will update the widget. And if it still shows something like this, just update your page and refresh the page. And now as you can see, this is fixed and showing the correct content here. Now let's go to style to style this widget. Now first let's edit the colors and typography. So number color, let's make it secondary, and number typography, make it primary. Now let's scroll down and change the title style here. So title color, make the same secondary, then title typography, let's make it text. Now let's scroll down and open the super. In the super, let's select the color to primary and typography. First let's select the primary from the global, and just on this text size, change it to 53. And on this line height, select EM and make it 1.2. Now on the top here, let's make it 20. And horizontal space, let's make it -8 pixel. And keep this vertical position to top. And it will be looking like this. Now finally go to the advanced, and on the margin, unlink it. On the top, -20 pixel, type -20 pixel. Then in this width, let's make it full width. It will be kind of like this. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select here this JKit fun fact and duplicate it. Let's duplicate it and make it 4 items here. And I'm gonna change all these contents really quickly. Alright, I have changed all these contents and it's looking really good in the desktop mode. Now let's check how it looks on the mobile mode. But before that, one thing we can do is let's select each fun fact widget, and under the content we can make it text align center, and then let's copy the style and paste it on the other ones. So what will happen, everything will be centered and look nice like this. Alright, now let's go to the responsive mode. Let's check it on the tablet mode. This is how it looks. So first of all, let's select this counter section, and just on the advanced tab, let's make the padding, unlink it. Then let's add 20 pixel, 80 pixel on the bottom, and 20 on the left. And it's all actually perfect in the tablet mode. Now let's go to the mobile, and it will be automatically aligned like this, but in the mobile mode we can change this text size, which is looking big for the mobile. Now let's go to the style, and on the number typography we can make it 44. And then let's go to the title typography, and we can just make it 16 pixel. And of course the super, we can make it a little bit smaller to like 44 pixel is good. Now let's copy this item and paste the style on the other ones. And one more thing actually we can do is, we can see the gap between each item is so less, so we can just select each item on the advanced tab. On the padding, let's unlink it. Just on the bottom we can add 20 pixel. So let's copy the style and paste, and now it's looking great. And here on the mobile mode we can notice one thing, that we are having a horizontal scroll on the screen like this, but we don't want that. So the issue can be coming from the different element, not this specific section. Like I'm assuming it's coming from this about section big image. So if we select this, and if we make this image hidden like this, and we can see as soon as the image is hidden, this horizontal scroll is gone. So we can safely say the issue was coming from the image. So what I can do is, we can go to the advanced tab of this image, and here as you can see we are having some very high margin on the minus scale. So if we unlink this, it will be 0 and the issue will be solved instantly. Now let's go back to the desktop mode, and we can say we are done with our counter section and everything is currently fully responsive. Now let's move ahead to our next section, which will be our services section. So let's take a container and let's rename this container services section. Then let's make it 1160 pixel. Then let's make the direction row and align stretch, and then gaps 10 pixel. Now let's go to the style tab, and let's select a background color. Let's select this secondary, and this section will be full black like this. Now let's open this background overlay, because I want to add an image for this section as a background image. So classic, and select an image, and here you'll find this image, and you can notice the title here. Select this one. Then here let's set the position to center, then attachment, scroll, repeat, no repeat, and then display size, cover. Then here opacity 0.6. Now we are having a background texture, but we cannot see it properly because we don't have any content inside the section and it's really short. So we'll be able to see this texture more after. Alright, now let's go to the advanced. Let's make the margin all 0, then padding, unlink, and on the top 100 pixel, and on the bottom 100 pixel. Now inside this, let's add a container, and just let's make the padding 0. Then inside this, let's add a heading widget, and of course let's change the text. Then let's go to the style tab and make the alignment center. Then let's make the text color fully white, FFF. Then typography, let's make it secondary, and then let's go to the advanced, and under this width, first of all select this custom, then make it 50%, and it will be like this, but we have to make it centered again because we have used this custom width. So let's click on this align self center. Alright, now after this heading, let's add a new container, and I'm gonna rename this container row. And also one thing on this heading, let's add a little bit of margin from the bottom, like 60, and it will leave some space. Now here on this row container, make the width, select the pixel and 1160, then make the direction to row, align to stretch. Now let's go to advanced and padding all 0, and then we have this wrap, make this wrap to this wrap. Now let's go to the advanced tab and make the padding all 0. Now inside this row container, let's add another container, and I'm gonna rename this one card because we're gonna have multiple cards inside this row. And here, first of all, let's make the width 32%. Then let's go to the style, and inside the border, select the border solid and unlink the border width. Then just on the right, type 1 pixel. And as a border color, let's type FB14, and we'll have a semi-transparent color. We cannot see the border of this container, which is on the right side, but later we'll be able to see that. Right now, inside this container, card container, let's add a widget, which will be search icon box, and you will get this one, JKit icon box. Just add it here, and we'll have this widget. Alright, so here, first of all, keep this icon position on the top like this, and then content alignment, keep it left. Then we have title HTML tag, make it H3. Then we have this icon box, let's open it, and for this item, I want to change the icon, so click here on this icon library and search agenda this, and you'll find this agenda light icon. Just select it and insert it, and this icon will be changed like this. Now in this title box, let's change it to contact review. Then let's change the description from here. Also here, let's change the description. After that, let's close this icon box and open this read more. Here, first of all, enable this read more button, and on the link, I'm just gonna put the hash for now, and on this label, button label, let's change it to read more. Alright, we have added all the content in the card. Now let's go to the style tab. So here, first on this normal padding, I'll link it and add 50 here and 20 on the bottom here. After we have this normal border, select this as solid and then make the border width 0. Also we have this border radius, let's make it 0. Now let's scroll down and open this content drop down. So here we have this title typography. Let's select this as this secondary typography, and just on the typography here, pencil icon, and change the text size to 34. Now if you scroll down, you will find this description typography here, and this one, let's select this to text. Now here we have this margin, let's unlink it, and on the bottom let's add 30 pixel. After that, let's open this icon. Then on this normal color, let's select this primary, and this icon will be primary. By the way, this is the whole card is looking in a gray shade because if you close this, it will be showing like this, but currently it's showing like this. So if you just refresh your page builder, it will be fixed. Then let's scroll down and we have this icon size here. I'm gonna make it 60 pixel. Then on this icon margin, let's unlink, and on the bottom add 30 pixel. Now here we added the normal color here, but let's switch to the hover, and on the hover color, I'm gonna make it fully transparent like this. So now if we hover on this card, as you can see, this icon is being hidden like this. So basically, I'm making a nice tricky hover effect on this card. You'll see how cool it is after we finish the styling part here. Alright, so keep this transparent in the hover. Now let's scroll down. We'll have this button. Open this. First of all, let's make this button padding to 0. It will be like this. Now in the button typography, let's make it the text. After we have this button icon spacing, let's make it 15 like this. Then we have this normal text color, which is for the button text. So at the normal state, at the initial state, I'm gonna keep this text fully transparent like this. So there will be no text color here. Then also on the background color of this button, I'm gonna make it fully transparent. So what will happen, this button will keep disappeared at the initial state. But on the hover state, I want to make this hover text color, which is for the button. Let's make it this primary hover. Now what happens, if you notice here, if I hover over this card, this button is appearing, but this icon is being gone. So this is basically the baseline of this hover effect, but we are not finished yet. So first, as you can see on this button hover, it's showing a blue color. We don't want that, so at the hover state, first of all, on the background type, let's make it transparent. So basically at the normal and hover both states, we're making the text background transparent. So it's becoming like this effect. Now the exciting part comes for this hover effect. If you scroll up like this and open this icon box container again, here we have this normal padding, which is this. Now let's switch to the hover padding, and on this hover padding, let's unlink it and keep all the sides 0 except for the bottom. Here add 70 pixel. And now see what happens. If we hover over this, it's showing a cool tricky effect. This icon is being gone and this button is nicely being appeared, and it's looking really cool. Now the thing is, we can see our card is being gray shaded. Actually this can cause by some glitch or error on the browser. So let's first publish our page and fix this view from here. And after refreshing our page, we can see that issue has been fixed. So we need to do some little things on here. Let's change the text color a little bit. So let's go to the style, and in the content, let's change the color, this title color to white, and the description as well. I'm gonna make it CB, 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 and it will be like this. Now finally, let's go to the advanced tab, and this is looking so good. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close this card and duplicate this card 2, 3, 4, 5 and make it 6 of them. Alright, now if we close this, this is currently how it's looking like. Now we have to play with the border on the each cards. So let's open this. First of all, select this first card, and in the style, open the border. So basically for the first one, we have the border right, which is this. Now we need border bottom. So on the bottom, type 1, and we'll have the border like this in here. Now for the second one, I want the same, so I'm just copying this card's style and pasting it in here. So we have the same border structure like this. But for this last one, which is on the right side, I want the bottom border, but I don't want the right border. So let's remove the right from here for this one. And on the bottom, keep it 1. And it's looking like this. Perfect. Now the final thing is, for this middle card, let's click on it. For this middle card, I want to add some padding inside this card because it's on the middle. So let's unlink the padding, and on the right, let's add 50 pixel, and on the left, 50 pixel. And now for this right container, I want the padding as well. So in the padding, 50 on the right, 50 on the left. And now here we actually don't want any padding on this left side for this first container. So we just can add some padding on this right side. So let's select it. Unlike the padding just on the right, 50 pixel, and it's looking really nice. So here what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy and paste the style the same way I did it here. Okay, so just copy the thing here and paste the style for the each item, like copy from here, paste from here, copy from here, and paste on here like this. So copy this, paste here. So we can do it really efficiently, right? Alright, so currently it's looking like this. But here, one more thing. We don't want any bottom border on these bottom cards here. So simply just select this one, go to style, on the border, make the bottom border 0. Do the same with this one, bottom border to 0. And finally this one, border bottom 0. And overall we are having a nice border structure here. And now I'm going to change all the contents and icons really quickly. Alright, I have changed all the text and icons. Now it's currently looking like this. This section is so cool. Now let's make it fully responsive. So first in the tablet mode, So this is how it will look like. It will have a horizontal scroll because this is far too big for this screen size. So what I'm gonna do is, let's go back here first and let's select this services section. First of all, let's go to the advanced and unlink the padding and make 80 pixel on the top, 10 pixel on the right, 80 on the bottom, 10 on the left. Then let's select this header. Let's go to the style and edit the typography a bit. 40 pixel is looking good, but on the advanced tab, let's increase the custom width here to like 70 pixel, and it's looking great. Now let's come to these cards. So first here, I want to make all these cards align vertically. So from the services section, make sure you have this wrap set to wrap. Now select this row container. Then make this row container's width, select percentage and make 100%. And it will look like this. Now what I'm going to do is select the individual cards, go to layout and change the width, select the percentage and make it 50%. Now repeat the process on the other cards. Select the second one, make it 50%, and on the others one as well. I'm gonna quickly do it. Alright, so every card is now 50% and looking great like this. But we still have to work a little bit. So as you can see, some card has padding and some card doesn't have the padding. And as these are aligned 2 by 2, I'd like to add padding on every one of them. So first of all, this one doesn't have the padding. Select this card, go to the advanced, unlink the padding and make the padding 0, link it, and we can type 20 pixel. Do the same with all other ones. Remove every padding it has and just make it 20 pixel. Let's quickly do it. Alright, so padding is really equal right now, but our border is not still equal. It's looking kind of weird because in the tablet mode, this one doesn't have the border on the left side. And let's just open this and select this individual card. In the style border, add the bottom border and right border like this, and it will become like this. Add the bottom border and the left border like this, and it will become like this. So in the tablet mode, everything is looking perfect. Great. So let's go to the mobile mode and see how it looks. So in the mobile mode, every alignment and spacing is pretty good, but we have to work on the border things a little bit. For example, we don't want this border on the left side. We want some border for this card on the bottom and so on. So first of all, let's start with this one. And basically, if we go to the border, we don't need any right side or left side border on any of the cards. So for this mobile mode, the work is easy. Just remove all the border, like make it 0, and keep the border only on the bottom. I mean, first unlink it, of course, then keep it on the bottom, 1 pixel. Then just copy the card because every styling will be the same for this mobile mode. So just paste the style on every cards like this. And lastly, go to the advanced tab and instead of padding on every side, unlink it and add the padding 10 pixel only on right and left side, and keep the bottom and top 0 padding. Okay, now that every card will be same style and everything will be equal, we can just copy this card and paste the style to the other ones, and this makes responsive in the mobile mode easier. And after pasting style, just for this last card, open the border and remove the bottom border for this one, and everything will look perfect in the mobile mode. Alright, and by the way, this heading is having some issue, like some glitch. It will be fixed if you just refresh your Elementor page builder, or if you go to your front-end website and refresh. And if we scroll down, we can see this is our header. And here doesn't matter what glitch is you are having in here, your front-end website will appear always clean like this. All right. And of course, you can just refresh your Elementor page builder to fix glitches like this. And as you can see, it's fixed. All right. So our amazing and unique services section is perfectly completed. Now, if you want, you can create the whole website in this way, step by step. But you see, it's a bit time consuming. And I know you are a lawyer, your time is precious. So I'm providing you with some pre-made files. But still, if you want to learn every ins and out about Elementor, we have Elementor Design Masterclasses. Those are 4 to 5 hours long. You'll find them on our YouTube channel. By following them, you can create any kind of design or layout yourself, just like a professional designer. But in this tutorial, my goal is to help you create a professional lawyer website as fast as possible without consuming so much time. And here, what I'm actually gonna do is delete all this section. I'm just gonna delete all this section we have just created. So I can hold Control, select all like this, right click, and delete 5 items. And all section will be gone. And now I'm gonna import the whole home page as a template. So click on this folder icon. Then let's click on this My Templates. And we can see there is no template right now. So let's click on this upload icon. And if you have the resources file downloaded, you have this templates folder and this images folder. We have got all the images. Now let's go to this templates folder. And inside this template folder, you can see these are all JSON file. We can just import these into our Elementor page builder and our design will be loaded. So now I'm gonna select this home page and drop it in here. From here, check this do not show this message again and click on this continue. Then here it says enable unfiltered file uploads. Click on this enable and import. Now let's go back to this add templates again. Now if we go to my templates, and if you go to my templates now, you'll see this home page is uploaded here. So from here, just click on this insert. And here we can see after importing, we got back all the section we have created, as well as all other news sections like this team member section, latest news section, this call to action area, and this amazing testimonial. And of course, all of these section and elements we have imported, everything is customizable as if you have made it yourself. Everything is under your control. You can change text, image, and yes, every section and every area is 100% responsive. Alright, but here if we go to our blog section, which is this one, we can see this is looking really empty and nothing is there. Because we don't have any blog post yet. We didn't create any blog post yet on our WordPress. Once we create our blog post, the posts will nicely appear in this section. So after we create our post, I'm gonna come back to our home page and you will see how good it looks. Alright. Apart from that, we still have to add our header and the footer, right? So for that, I'm gonna first save our work here. So let's publish this. Now after saving, click on this Elementor icon and exit to WordPress. Now click on this WordPress logo and it will take us to the WordPress pages. Now let's add our header and footer. And since we are not using the Elementor Pro version, we can add our header and footer through this Elements Kit plugin. So if you hover over this, you will find this header, footer, this option. Click on it and it will show you an onboarding. Just click on this next step and keep clicking on this next step until you reach the end. And finally, click on this Save Changes. Now, under this Elements Kit, click on this header and footer. And here we can see we have nothing in the table. So first, I'm gonna click on this Add New. And then in here, first I'm creating the header. So let's rename this one header. And under this type, make sure you select this header type. Then under condition, select this entire site. After that, check this deactive. Toggle this button on like this. Then save the changes first. Then if you click on this header, it will come up again. Now click on this edit content. And it will take you to the Elementor page builder. And in here, you can create your header however you want. But this time we're not going to create the header because in our templates file, we already have the header JSON, which is an Elementor template I'm giving to you. So similarly, on our homepage, we have imported the sections. Just click on this add template, then go to my template. In here, we only have the homepage. So let's upload it. I'm just gonna put this header inside this. And just from here, insert this. And instantly our nice header will appear like this. And in the header, everything is changeable. Like you can change your logo, you can change your button or button text. But one thing is missing in this header, which is menus. Like on the header, we'll have home, about, services, and other basic links, right? So we will add that right after we create all the pages, like about, blog, services, and those pages link will appear with this nice header. All right. So for now, save this header and exit to WordPress. Now we have added the header template here. Now let's click on this Elements Kit again and header footer. This time let's add our footer. Click add new and let's rename this one footer. Select the type footer, select the entire site, then toggle this on and click on this edit content. And obviously it will take us to the page builder. Now do the same, add the template. So let's upload, and this time let's upload this footer template. And it's uploaded. Now let's insert this one. And here you can see our amazing footer is there. And again, everything is changeable. Every text, every images, every links here, all is fully customizable and it's your own. And of course, it's fully responsive. You don't have to work on the responsive at all. Everything is perfect by default. All right, so let's save the footer and go back to the WordPress dashboard. So we're not gonna try to check our header and footer just yet. First, I want to add all the pages, and after adding the pages, I want to add the menus. Then those menus will go to our header. Then we'll check our final header with the home page and every pages. All right. So here in the pages, we only have the home page. Now let's add another page. Click add new page. So first I'm gonna add our about page. So here I renamed. Now let's publish this. All right, now let's click on this edit with Elementor. And as you know, it will take us to the Elementor page builder. And here actually we can already see our header has been added on this about us page. But of course the menu is not right there yet. All right, so let's finish our about us page first. So in our template, we have the about us page as well here. So let's click on this template, upload the template. This one about page. All right, so from here, let's insert this. And our full about page is here. In this page, we have many type of sections. Everything is of course customizable. It's all responsive, mobile and tablet friendly. And so it's amazing. Now let's publish our about us page. Click publish. And of course here, don't worry about any glitches like this. It will be fixed automatically. Now let's go back to our WordPress and add more pages. Now this time let's add our pricing page. Let's publish and open it with Elementor. And yes, we have the pricing page as well. So let's upload the template. And this is our pricing page. Let's insert it. And this is our pricing page. This is a banner we can see. And after that, we have so amazing pricing cards. In here, you can set your own content, own pricing, own features, anything you want. After this, we have more sections like call to action area, like that. All right, so our pricing page is looking pretty good. Let's save it. And let's go back to the dashboard. And this time we'll add our services page. So let's rename here services and then save, publish, and open it with Elementor. Then of course let's click on this my templates, upload a template. Here it will be this service page, and this is our amazing services page. We can see we have a nice banner here, a services area here. We can see all the services. The similar design we have in our homepage, which is a little dark color, but this is full light color. And we also have some other sections, really amazing sections here as well. All right. And again, of course, everything is changeable, editable, and fully responsive. All right, now let's publish this one. And let's exit to the WordPress. And now we're gonna create our contact page. Let's add new page, and this will be contact. Let's save it and open it in a Elementor page builder. And here as well, let's upload a template. And this time let's upload this contact page. All right, now let's import this. And this is our amazing contact page. In here we have this banner area. After that we have some FAQ or frequently asked questions section. And of course here you can put your own question and answers here. And also you can add your real location in this Google map. So from here, if you click on this, under this Google Maps location, you can put any location and that will be shown exactly like this. All right, now if we scroll down, in this area we have this contact information, but on this side, as you can see, this is an empty area. And in this area, we will have our contact form, and we will design and make this contact form step by step from scratch. So first, let's turn on this navigator so you'll know where to edit. So first, select this first container, open this first container. Then we have two containers here. One is this and one is this side. So inside this container, which is empty, we have this made form. If you have remember, we have installed the made form plugin, and now this will help us to create the contact form. Okay, so click inside this made form and click on this edit form. And in here, we don't have any form right now, so select this new and add a name. I'm just gonna rename this contact form. And after that, click on this edit form. And here you can see Elementor Page Builder has opened another Elementor Page Builder area inside a minimized pop-up like this. So in here, every function is same as the normal Elementor Page Builder. In the widgets area, we have all this widget, but additionally, we got these widget. Like under this made form, we have like buttons, text, email, all these easy to use widgets. Okay. So first, inside this area, I'm gonna add a container. So if you scroll down or just close this made form drop down, you will find this layout. In here, drag a container, and let's add a width of 1160 pixel. Then scroll down and make the direction row, then align items stretch, then gaps 10 pixel. After that, inside this container, let's add another container, and we don't have to do anything in this container, but inside this container, we're gonna add a widget from the made form. The first widget will be, if you search first name, this widget will come up. Just drag it here, then it will appear like this, but let's change the text here. So first of all, we have this label, change the label from here. So instead of this, I'm just gonna put full name, and this is the placeholder. So instead of this placeholder, let's make it your name like this. Now let's go to the style tab. So from here, let's make this color to the secondary, and typography select text. Then just in here, let's make it 16 pixel. After that, we have this margin option. So after unlinking, just add 5 pixel in here. Then we have this input drop down, open this. And first we will find this padding. So let's unlink it and add some padding, 15, 25, 15, and 25 pixel. After we have this color, select this as secondary, and then select this background type classic. And in this color, let's make it fully white color, FFF. All right, now if you scroll down more, you will find this border type. Let's make it solid, and border width, make it 1 pixel. And as the border color, let's make it EC. After that, we have this placeholder drop down. Open this, and first of all, in the typography, make it text. And then on the color, let's add A9, this color. And by the way, one thing we can see, this text is still very big. So let's go back to this input. And if you scroll down, you will have this typography. So this is basically this inputs typography. Select this as the text. And now it will be a normal size text, okay? So currently our name input is looking like this. It has a label, it has an input. You can type anything here. All right, now let's add more inputs here, like email, text area. So here I'm gonna add another widget, which will be this email. So let's add right after this full name. And here, first of all, let's change the content. So in the label, let's keep it actually email. After that, in the placeholder, let's just type your email. All right, now simply select this first name that we have styled before, right click, copy, and paste the style to this new email widget. And it will be exactly the same without any effort. And then after this email, let's add another one, which will be this text widget. And in this text widget, in the label, let's put subject, and in the placeholder, your subject. And here actually you can put some help text. For example, I put here any text like this. Now if anyone clicks on this input, as you can see, this text will appear that I just typed there. All right, so let's just copy the previous widget and paste the style here. And it will be like this, but for this help text, we don't have any style done yet. So in the style, as you can see, we have the help text as well. You can just here select any typography or color. Maybe you want to select the help text to this blue color. All right. So for now, I'm just gonna delete this help text. Now after this subject input, let's add a text area widget. So from here, we will have this text area. Let's add it here. So first in the label, let's type message, and on the placeholder, your message. And let's repeat the process. Just copy the previous one and paste it here. Paste the style, and it will be styled like the previous one. All right, so we have all these inputs: name, email, subject, message. Now we need a submit button, right? Because after putting all the information, people will want to click on a button. So for that, we have this submit button as well. This submit button, just drag and drop here. So by default, it will look like this, but if you make this button alignment to this justified, it will be stretched like this. Now let's go ahead and style this button. So let's go to the style. So first of all, on this padding, let's unlink this, make all 0, then unlink this, and on the top, 22, 37, 22, 37. Now let's select this typography to text first, and then inside the typography, let's make the font size to 20 pixel and font weight to 500. And let's select the EM on this line height and just type 0.95. All right, now it will look like this. After that, let's change the text color. So I'm actually gonna select this secondary color, and as a background color, I'm gonna select the primary. And here, as you can see, by default, this button is having a shadow under this. So we have this text. So if we scroll down, we have this shadow. From this shadow, we can actually click on this color and make all transparent like this, and the shadow will be gone. And then let's open this border and make the border radius to 0. So this button can become sharper like this. And let's add a hover effect on the button. So in this button area, on the hover state, make the text color, keep the text color to the secondary, and the background color, let's select this primary hover, and it will be like this. All right, great. Now let's go to the advanced tab of this button, and on the margin, unlink, and just on the top, leave some space like 15 pixel. All right. And actually I would really like to change this text to something else like send message, and it looks good. Alright, so our button is done here and every input has been nicely created. Now let's publish this, and if we click on this update and close, this pop-up will be closed, and inside this area that contact form will be loaded like this. Great. Now actually I'd like to do one thing. Select this container, the parent container of this made form, and go to the style, select this background type classic, and in the color let's make it white, and it will give us this nice look, and overall it's looking really amazing. Alright, so we have created our contact form step by step and added all the pages section, all the necessary stuff like Google Maps. So we can say our contact page is completed. Now let's publish this and exit back to our dashboard. So in our pages, we have only one page left, which is our blog page. So let's go ahead and create our blog page, add new page, rename the page to blog, then publish. Alright, now keep this title here. We have published it. Now let's go back to the pages again. Save this page, click on this save, and now let's go back to our dashboard on this page. Now before creating our blog page, we have to create our blog posts, right? Because we don't have any post. If we go to this post, we can see we have only the dummy paste, which is this hello world. I'm just gonna delete this. And so here we have to create our post. Alright, so let's go ahead and create our first post. Let's click on this add new post, and here we will have the post creating page, very similar looking to page creation, right? So here we have the option to add the title. So here I'm gonna paste my title, for example this title. So this will be my blog or post title. After that, if we take a look on this right side, we have this set featured image option. From here we can set a featured image for the blog or the post. So for this one I'm gonna scroll down. Let's select this image, then click on this set featured image. Then this image will be selected here. After that, what we have some basic stuff like status, which is currently draft, it's not published yet. Then this publish schedule, you can set the schedule when you want to publish this. Currently it's immediately. After you can change some basic stuff like your author name and everything. Now here we have this category option. With this we can categorize any blog post. Like here we can see there is no category right now, we can create one. Click add new category. So here let's add a category name. For example, insight. Then click on this add new category. And this category will be added and this will be selected. You can unselect it or select it to categorize your post. You can create more categories like news and add it. And you can select multiple categories at once for a single post. Okay. So I'm actually gonna leave the insight for this post. After that, we have this tags. Inside the tags, you can put any related keyword, like if you type and enter, it will be like tagged. You can add as many as you want. Alright. Now we have added all the basic information for this post. So let's publish this post first. Click on this publish. This post has been created, but there is no content inside the post, right? So you can add the content here, like you can type anything, but we're not gonna use this classic editor from WordPress default. We're gonna use Elementor page builder to create our blog details page amazingly. So let's click on this edit with Elementor, but before that make sure you save this. Then open this. And it will open in the Elementor page builder. So currently there is nothing. So for example, from here, I'm gonna search. If I type post here, we can see from JKit plugin and from other plugins, many post widgets are coming up. Like this post blog, post list, title, content, everything. So if I drag this JKit post title here you can see automatically it's showing the title we have just created from the WordPress, right? So with many widgets here, you can build the whole single page for the blog. Okay, so now I'm gonna delete this. Let's delete the whole container from here and import the whole block section which is perfectly made as a template. So let's click on this add template and upload one. And in our assets, you'll find this single post. Let's drag it in and let's insert this. And after inserting, as you can see, this is our title, nicely styled. This is our post meta. Here you can see the author name, post dates. Then here, this is our featured image that we have set from the WordPress. It's automatically detected. After that, we have this post content. So here in the post content, you can change whatever you like. You can change this heading, this paragraphs, or this checklist, images, everything you can do it here. And here also you can see it has the tags here that we have made before. After we have the social icons, you can set your own social media links. Like everything here is your own. But we have just nicely styled it and give it to you. Alright, so here we can see some default text like this comment box and everything. We can remove it, just click on this post setting. And if you scroll down, and here actually you can see you can change the title from here or the featured image from here. Alright, so here we have this page layout to default. If we make this Elementor full width, now you see the text is gone and everything is looking much more cleaner. Alright, now let's publish this page, our single block page, and let's go to the WordPress. Alright, so here we're just having one post. Now I'm gonna quickly make more of this post. Okay, so now I'm gonna make more of this post here. Now I'm gonna quickly make more post here. Alright, I have added all the post here. Now we want a page that we can show all the posts at once. So for that, we will create our blog page. So let's go to the pages and add new page. Then let's rename this one blog, then publish, and of course open it with Elementor. And here let's first of all click on this page settings, then make this page layout Elementor full width. And here let's go to the templates and upload our template. And here this is our blog page. Let's insert this. And here we can see this is our full blog archive page where we find all of our posts at once, nicely organized like this. And if we publish this, and let's go to the front end website of this page, click on this preview. And from here, we can go to any post. For example, let's go to this post, click on this image or this link. And it takes us to the post single page where we can read the full post here. Alright, so that's great. We have our blog archive page. So let's go back to the dashboard. So basically we got all the pages on our website. Now let's go and fix our main menu. So let's go under the appearance and menus. And in here we have to create a menu for our header. So let's rename our menu to something like main menu. We can rename anything. Now from here select this header, check this and create this menu. So we have created menu. Now we have to add the links or pages in our menu. So from here, click on this view all. Then let's select the home, about, blog, contact, pricing, and services. After selecting all, click on this add to menu. Then all will be here like this. Now what we can do is we can rearrange the link by dragging and dropping like this. Okay. So first of all, I'm gonna put the home. After home, let's put this about page. Then after this, let's put this pricing page, and then the services page, blog page, then this contact page. Now I want to do one thing. First open this custom links, and inside this custom URL we can just leave it hash. Then on this link text I'm gonna type pages and add to the menu. This pages will be here. Then I'm gonna drag up this page after this about. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drag this pricing page or pricing link under this pages link like this. Also the services. Drag it here and drop it little bit on the right side like this. Now what will happen? Let's save our menu and let's go to the header that we have created with this elements kit. Click header footer, open this header, edit content. And in here you can see automatically this menu is detected by this header. And here you can see this is our main menu. So here what is happening, we have home, about, pages, blog and contact, but when we hover over these pages, this pricing and the services page comes as a drop down. Okay, so our links are great. So now let's go back to the WordPress dashboard and we will add our header and menu on all the pages. So let's start with the home page, edit with the Elementor. So to bring the header and footer, simply go to this setting, page setting, and make this Elementor layout to Elementor full width. And we will have our header and the footer on the bottom. Also in our home page, we had the blog section, right? So right now, after adding all the blogs, it looks like this. It shows 3 of our latest posts or blogs. Alright, so basically we can say our home page is fully completed with all the sections. Also some other things we can do in the home page, like in this button, we didn't have the link to put it here. Like for example, if we go to the front end website and refresh it now, we'll have our header, right? Like header menus. Now let's go to this contact page. And from the contact page, from the address bar, copy this link, come here and paste the link in this button's link field. Now let's publish this and go to our front end website. In the home page, go to the home page. So here we have added the link inside this button, right? Now if we click on this button, and it's taking us to the contact page. Great. So let's go back to the Elementor. And the same way you can just add correct links on the correct button. Like this button is for the About Us. We can just put the link of About Us page. Just go to the About page. Get the link of this About page. Put the link inside this button's link. And this button will take you to the About page. Alright, so now we're having all the sections, all the functionality for our home page. So we can say our home page is fully completed. And now I'm going to show you how you can create a logo like this logo by using a free online tool. So just go to Google and search Logo Maker. The spelling is like logo, M-A-K-R. Click on this link. And from this page, click on this Start My Design. And from here, click on this Create a New Design. And you will have a canvas where we will make our logo. So first, from this left side, I'm going to take a text. Click on this T. And this item will come up here. Here, I'm going to delete the text and type my own text. Now let's change the text style. So let's click on this styles. First of all, I'm going to change this text color. So click on this fill. Right now it's blue, but I'm going to actually make it fully white like this. But currently we cannot see because it is full white and the background is also white. So for now, I'm gonna keep it black. Later I'm gonna change it to white color. Let's change the font style of this text. First of all, click on this designer picks. So from here, click on this font family. If you scroll up all the way to the up, you will find this first font. It's called Abril plus Fat Face. Just select this and it will be looking like this. Now I want a graphics before my text. So to get any icon or graphics, click on this field. And in here, we have a search bar. Let's search balance. And we will have so many type of icon of this. From here, you can actually choose any of them that you like, but I'm gonna search. I'm looking for a specific one. So in the search bar, if I put this value, #864874, we will get this icon. So let's click on this icon and it will be loaded in our canvas. Now I want to make this icon smaller, so we can just drag it like this. And we can just nicely place before our logo. Alright, so simply I have made this logo like this. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna first select this text from this style. I'm gonna make the fill or the text color fully white and also for this icon. select this icon, and we will have a color picker on the right side. Just make it white as well. Now keep it like this, then click on this save. Now from here, click on this download PNG file, this one, because we're gonna download the free version and we made the logo for free. So we can take our logo into our email address. So just here, I'm gonna put my email address. And now let's go ahead and check our email address. And here in our inbox, we got an email from Logo Maker, and if you scroll down, you'll see this download free file. Just click it and you'll have your logo as a PNG. From here, just right click, save image, and we will have our nice logo we have just made. So now let's go back to our WordPress and publish this homepage first. Then let's go to the dashboard, and I want to show you how you can add the logo on your header. So we have to go to our header from this Elements kit. Let's open the header, edit content, and we got this. Now let's select this logo and choose the image, like change the logo. Then from our device, let's upload the logo and select this. And as you can see, our logo is loaded here that we have just created for free. Perfect. All right, now let's go to dashboard. And now I'm going to show you how you can add your favicon. But what is favicon? Favicon is the icon that shows up with the tab title. Like we can see on this tab, it has a tiny icon. This is the favicon, or you can call it site icon. So let's come back here, and under the appearance, you can click on this customize. And from here, click on this site identity. Here, this is the site icon we have to select. Click on this. And if you open the resource file you have downloaded, you'll find this fab.png, this image. Just upload it here and select this. And from here, you can just skip cropping. And instantly, as you can see, our own tab has a nice icon. With this, our website looks even more professional. Now let's publish this and go back to our dashboard. Alright, looks like we have done everything on our website. We have added all the pages. We have added all the posts and blogs. Now let's final check our whole website. Let's go to our front-end website, visit site. And here, first of all, we have this nice header. After that, we have this super professional banner. After we made this nice client section, it shows all the brands we have worked on. Then we have this about section, then this nice counter section, and this cool services section, and then this amazing team section, and the blog section here that shows some latest blogs or posts. Then this cool call to action, it takes you to the contact page. And finally, we have this testimonial section that shows clients' reviews or feedbacks. And of course, we have this cool professional footer that shows all the useful elements, like user can send their email to subscribe and other links that you can set any link on. Alright, so this is our homepage. After homepage, we have this about page. Our about page is really cool as well. We have many information put together in a nice organized way. After that, we have pages. Under the pages, we have this pricing. Here we have some pricing plans that you can change any content according to your pricing and business model. After that, we have the services. In the services, you show your all services in detail like this. After, we have blog. In the blog, people can read your blog posts. And here, of course, it takes you to the single blog page. Then finally, we have our contact page. In here, people can see your basic contact information, and everything is changeable here. You can set your own details, and after that, we made this nice, elegant contact form. So your potential clients can send their details and send you a message. After that, we have this FAQ section where you can set any frequently asked questions and answer on the bottom. Alright. And finally, we have this useful map. Alright, so with this, we have completed our amazing lawyer or law firm website design. Now go ahead and create your own professional lawyer website today. I wish you all the best. I just have one request. Please comment down about the learning experience from this video. Also, please share this video on social media. It would mean world to me. I'll see you in the next video. For now, bye bye.